At some point I'll need to find an ignition method for this. That sounds fun. Right, let's build this in the middle of the base. I'm sure a fission reactor in the middle of the base will not go wrong.
So if I don't do that... So I'm chemical reacting. I need to put in sulfur dioxide and oxygen difluoride. Neither of which we've got.
This must be
Oxygen difluoride needs fluorine, so I can't do this. I can't do it this way. So I have to electrolyse something. Oh, I'll tell you what I should be electrolysing. The thing I'm trashing over here. It's a shame.
Right.
Shouldn't be trashing it.
But with reactor ports. Added laser focus matrix for the laser.
I've been trashing a vital fluid, as it turns out. It's a little unfortunate.
Laser focus matrix. Sure, let's make one of them. Having some lasers sounds fun. So that goes in that gap there. That goes there.
Fluorine, which... So I'm going to electrolyse hydrofluoric acid because it's what I've got.
Why do I have so much reactor frame left over? The reactor has formed. Right, we have a heat tab, a fuel tab, and a statistics tab. But I've made it, so I'm going to tick that off. The next quest is to make the mechanism power storage.
Yeah.
We have built the sun.
Yes.
So I'm not that inclined to do it.
Fair enough. I think I'm going to need to start wrenching these pipes.
Are you okay? Do you need a hand?
Okay, I think if I put a filter on this and say this is going to be hydrofluoric acid. Now I am going to need to put more diorite through the system to make some.
Diorite's easy enough to get.
Well, we do have to craft it out of quartz, but there we go. I've made some fluorine, which should make molten beryllium fluoride. Yes. So, in this one, in the salt mixer, I've got molten beryllium fluoride. I now need to make molten lithium fluoride, which comes from a chemical reactor with lithium-7, or just lithium, and fluorine. So, let me put that there, get rid of that, get a chemical reactor.
Let's move that there.
No, I did not ask for hydrogen gas. I wanted literally the other component.
Whoops. There. There. There we go. That's not sped it up by much, but that's fine.
Can't spell.
There we go.
Right, then I need a trash chest fluid,
That's done.
which I'm holding on to for precisely this reason, to go there.
Right. Mechanism industrial turbine.
Right, putting fluorine up there.
Ignoring doing that.
Okay, I need to extract from there to go in there. Now I need to make molten lithium, which I can do by melting lithium. So I just need a melter, I guess.
Right. Mechanism.
Which I could put
The instructions.
there.
The building instructions for this is not the clearest.
This is where the lithium goes in. This is where the diorite goes in. This is where the salt goes in.
Turbine.
And this is where the diamond goes in. Now if I get some lithium dust out of the computer.
Vent. Right.
That should start running. Put some more diorite in there. Okay. So I'm now making molten fly salt mixture, I believe. Yes. So now I just need to make molten plutonium-239 fluoride.
It's normal stuff. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It probably has to be an odd number for the turbine to be centered. 6.
Which a chemical reactor, which I've got. That sits.
Right. Build the base. Blah blah blah.
There.
Must be square. Rotor shaft. Mechanism rotor.
Okay. I need insert on green. No, extract on brown, insert on green, insert on brown.
A turbine blades to the rotor.
No, I need blue, blue.
Turbine blade. Let's get a bunch of those. There's a rotational complex on top of the rotor.
I can't spell fluorine. I constantly put it OU instead of UO.
Right. So this says 2 for each rotor shaft. Ah, like that. Okay, that looks weird, but fine. Rotational
Okay.
complex. That is still within bounds. I can have a torch.
And energy.
Completely fill the
Getting
interior
fluid.
layer around the rotational complex with pressure
Now I need
dispersers.
to add plutonium-239, which I can either get from melting plutonium-239 or electrolyzing. No, that's not an option. Or centrifuging various things. Now, do we have plutonium-239 in the computer?
We might do, if you're lucky.
We've got tiny clumps of the stuff.
You can make that into big clumps of the stuff.
Is it as simple as just... Yes, it is. Wonderful. Can I just melt it. I could also melt it in the tiny clump form, but it's going to be quicker to melt it in the big lump form.
Place
So I
electromagnetic
think
coils.
I just need a melter. Then I need to find somewhere to put the melter. See there.
So I need 25 of those.
Then if I put a conduit...
That's missing stuff.
Oh, come on. Put a conduit there. Extract there on green. Insert there on green. This is where the plutonium 239 goes. And then I think we're done. You wouldn't believe it.
With the wireframe, perimeter of the walls. You may have more insulators above the coils to make room for more vents and condensers. Okay. But the frame has to be made of these. I assume at some point I'll
I've
need a
made
control
loads of
for
stuff.
this.
I've done. There we go. Oh, that's still not done, but I don't know if that's got. I don't know what's holding that up anymore. Kind of lost track. Oh, it is the salt. Of course, it's always the salt.
Turbine casing. Do I want to have glass that I can use for this? Turbine
There we
casing
go.
or structural
Right.
glass.
The fluids are done. I'm going to leave them set up because I've only done enough to make one creative chest. Technically, we need two. Although
Okay.
I did get rid of the setup for lithium in doing the other two setups. But the lithium setup was really simple.
Yeah.
Is this your mechanism reactor?
I think so.
Are the
I think
mechanism
I'm doing
reactors
it
liable
correctly.
to blow up?
None of them are turned on, so no. It's the top that I am not sure I've done correctly. But we'll see. Right.
If I add one
Fill
of
the
these
walls.
buckets to this, and then add my... Is this where I need the neutral steel of the 11th degree? I can't remember now. I'm so out of it. So it's done so much that I've forgotten what I'm doing. Yes, this is where the neutral steel of the 11th degree goes. And then in the middle,
Four blades.
I put Opinion Core Perfected. Oh yeah, you can't type I without opening the Draconic Evolution GUI.
Build the wireframe. Add turbine casings. You may have more empty layers above the coils to make room for more vents and condensers. Fill the walls up to the height of the rotor. Walls up to the height of the rotor. That's the rotor. Turbine casings or structural glass. At least 2 turbine valves. I haven't put those in. Turbine valve. Putting saturation condensers anywhere above the rotational complex except to the walls or the ceiling. What have I missed? Saturating condensers. Have an EMC value. Anywhere above the rotational complex. So
I don't know why, but the enhanced voiding dots don't appear to be crafting.
They are. It's been made very slowly. I can
Well,
see the
you
ender
say
activators are
Oh, that one's running, but the old recipe isn't running. The original recipe I set off like an hour ago, doing nothing. The new recipe I set off 2 seconds ago. Yeah, they get stuck crafting the ultimate material.
Oh, that's because it's not automated. It's waiting on us to do stuff. It just puts it into a chest for us.
Just puts it in a chest over here, doesn't it? And then doesn't tell us how to do it.
Well, it's not exactly difficult. You put all 4 different things in the table.
Where do I then put it? Just in the computer?
Yeah. You have to put it through an import bus somewhere. Otherwise the computer doesn't know that it's made it. There are a few chests with import buses just littered around.
I mean, I put it in the computer and it's instantly disappeared. So the computer seems to have coped.
Okay.
And it is now crafting. So it seems to be okay with the idea.
Fair enough. Right, as long as the computer's happy.
Why have you stopped?
There we go. Come on. Ooh, red sparkles. I got red sparkles. I've made the industrial turbine.
Well done. I've got a weird glitch.
Okay.
Basically, because I flew away from this while it was crafting, this combination crafter, it finished, but all of the items were still visible on the pedestal. They're not there. I could put new items in their place, but until I did, it looked like all the ingredients were still there.
You could just repeatedly craft it over and over.
Well, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't craft.
Oh.
It was a visual bug. The items were gone, but visually they were still there.
Yeah.
So that's a fun one.